Hi everybody, and these are my last words from 2017. So first of all, I do wish everybody a really prosperous and gorgeous 2018. And I hope you guys are going to have great holidays. I know we put so much time and effort in it, and we hope for the best. And let's let it be. Let's this year enjoy everything. This was the year of planting, year number 1, and we are entering the year number 2, where we are actually being called to stand up and be counted. And it's going to be a very interesting year where people who will be doing their work will be highly rewarded, and the people who won't do their work, they'll be asked to do that again, and you'll have to literally repeat this class. So hence there is a huge incentive. My readings in 2018 will be guiding you through it. Each time I would quote unquote give you a homework, and I'll say this is where you have to head this time. And don't be hard on yourself. Even if you don't get it each and every time, there's always a second and third opportunity. Hey, not everybody is like, born smart, and we all can use this, maybe even additional kind of learning of the lesson. Also, I want to thank everybody who ordered annual Taroscope, and if you haven't received it for any reason, we are going through this Mercury retrograde, please just send me an email, mysticcattarot@gmail.com. You can see it below in the description, so I can send it to you right away. For those of you who didn't order, let me just give you a little bit scope about that, because I do highly recommend to get it, because it does give you this homework, it does give you overview, and gives you a clear understanding to where you can really prosper in the next year. So let's start on that one. Okie dokie, all annual Taroscopes are now done. Believe it or not, that was a great effort. And each of them is anywhere between 1 hour and 45 minutes, and some of them are even going to 2 hours. The first segment is kind of collectively about the year we are going into, 2018. That's some good 45 minutes. And after that, you can check your own sign and everything is going on. So this is right now, every individual one is like $29.95, and collectively to get them all is $59.95. So guys, feel free to go and check this link below or the link on the screen and go and order your Taroscope. You can get it within 24 hours and sometimes even faster. So to everybody who ordered, thank you so much, and I really hope you're going to enjoy and even order additional one. Hi Scorpio, welcome to the last 2 weeks of 2017. I have to honest, very confused with what I see, because I almost like want to take the cards back and take a completely new look at it, but sentence clarifiers are going to bring a kind of better solution to this. So let me start first by telling you which cards you got. You got 3 of Cups, you got 8 of Pentacles, you got 10 of Swords, and 3 of Swords. I don't like this combination. And then central position, Tower, but it's luckily reversed. Then you have 4 of Cups, another 4 of Swords. Then you have Queen of Pentacles, and then you have 9 of Pentacles reversed. The underlying energy is like 9 of Cups reversed. Pardon me, Knight of Page of Cups reversed. So we have 2 trees over here, right? And maybe simultaneously you are feeling both joy and friendship and rejection and sadness. You know, it is possible. It's also possible to feel love and hate at the same time. There is like something that you are bringing to the situation. This is something that is like put forth in this thing. So we have both 3 and 4. So it's kind of like progression of tarot. feeling from, you know, Pierce heart. These are like thinking energies, like this is emotional energy. So on emotional level, you're sort of happy. There is like some joy, and that could be all this holiday preparation, etc., right? Even though, to be picky, I don't know why in the world she's putting cats to eat grapes, because that's toxic for them. So hence, I do have to explain this as toxic. And there is an apple that fell down, which can signify temptation, or can simply signify harvest. So it could be that there was a missed opportunity. It could be that there is some kind of friendship maybe that was toxic. It could be that simply you kind of like felt almost like poo-poo, because look at this. You're rejected, you're feeling bad, and it's raining. It's like that Shirley Crow song, like, oh, well, you know, when you need a spoon, all you see is like thousands of knives, right? So you're kind of like coming from a situation that you dealt with. I'm not dealing with it. I am just shutting down. I'm sleeping. I'm relaxing. I'm not looking into that. I'm changing. Sometimes it works though. Sometimes it does. For you, it's not going to work. It worked temporarily to kind of remedy the issue, but you guys will have to work on it, because look at this. The pentacles are showing up. Your energy has to go higher. And the pentacles are talking about rebuilding. Pentacles are talking about paying attention to the details. And again, you have 2 in a row. You have 8 and 9. So 8 is saying, okay, what needs to be repaired? So, you know, you have that favorite sweater you're wearing all the time, but maybe you kind of like were zipping your winter coat over that, and you caused a little kind of like tear. You need to saw that tear, otherwise everything will fall off. That kind of is telling me that you have to look into the issues that are kind of maybe not glaring at you, but paying attention to the details will be very, very important. This is telling me also that maybe you want to change status, right? Because let's go first with these 2 kind of dark cards. And since you are at the Death card in tarot, it's also dark card. You're one of the very few signs, if not the only sign, who can actually handle this. This is telling me, especially this combination, that this has been a big turmoil in your recent life. Could be rejection. It could be that you didn't get to the next stage. It could be that you felt simply the destiny is against you. I know, like with Jupiter in your sign, you are simply on a trajectory for actually getting the best you can out of everything. But this is saying it's a backstabbing kind of a thing. But in this deck, it isn't. In this deck, it's like kind of being pushed into this pillow and saying you're focusing down here. You're focusing on immediate instead of focusing somewhere else. Focusing that there are possibilities. Also, the night is finishing, like the day is arriving, and the more the day arrives, the more clarity to the matter is going to arrive. So when Tower appears reversed, it says you didn't deal with the issue like effectively. So karma is saying, you know, okay, fine. You know, like when you kind of like give your test in the school and you're just like, fingers crossed, I kind of like did well. And the teacher goes, yeah, nice try. You have to repeat this. So the Tower reversed is saying there are still issues that have to be cleared, and they will be cleared. There's going to be kind of like discussion or communication about something that you already know, something that hasn't been built, something that maybe you put on a back burner, that maybe you felt rejected, or maybe you rejected someone else. So now these issues will come to the surface, and karma is definitely asking you to deal with that. It looks to me that you will think, with Jupiter in your sign, that you can actually beat karma, because check it out, you're going back to that. So this is like in your head, this is in your heart. Remember how you had a 3, now you have a 4, right? You had a 3 here, now you have a 4. You had 8 here, now you have 9. So cause and effect, cause and effect, cause and effect, cause and effect, everywhere, right? So this is definitely saying, guys, if you go back and if you just decide that, oh well, you know, I'm just going to sleep through it, And this is telling that you are actually missing the point of this exercise. The point of this exercise is to talk about something that has been a failure. It could be something that maybe didn't offer love to you, or you didn't offer love to them, but the closure was not met. And the closure is almost like dangling karmically over here and saying, look, it has to be done. Some new beginning cannot happen, because 9 is definitely long term, and 9 reverse is saying like there is like no way to really enjoy everything that is ahead of you until things are clarified. So this means, do you even know what you want? Or what is this whole entire process? Because this is telling me that you want to stand firmly on your 2 feet, and this is definitely Queen of Pentacles is good, an organizer, and taking care of the kids and sandwiches, cleaning closets, fridges, putting things in order. So this is definitely telling me the order has to be restored, right? You have like 9s and 10s. Something new is coming, guys. Something new is coming, but it's asking of you to clear the old. So any pain, and this is a bad period. Usually the pain resurfaces during the Christmas time, because we all programmed that we have to be happy, and everybody's thinking, well, everybody else is happy but not me, right? So we are experiencing this massive dosages of depression, which manifest in aggression, because depression has this like 2 sides. You can be either angry or sad. So try to kind of like go in your parking spot or log these days, like in the shopping, you will see this enormous anger and aggression. So it is something to kind of address. So major questions for you guys are clarity. You need to kind of reach some kind of resolution of things that looks like are still brewing, whether you're aware of them or not. There are like still issues that are kind of like happening. So let me just clarify here a few things. Yeah, it looks like this is you guys who have been hurt, and it could be the 3rd person involved into this hardship, and you just maybe decide to turn a blind eye or walk away from it, because it was really hard to kind of absorb anything else. The Tower is talking about possibly something official. I don't know, for those of you who are maybe married, because this is a married woman or a woman with children, maybe because of the other people involved, the structure has to kind of like come to play. And organization, this person is who is kind of like very regimented. So this is definitely calling for tying up your affairs. Yeah, some kind of loyalty have been betrayed, guys. You kind of do feel that this was possibly the best loss that kind of like bothers you over here. And yeah, you know what, if you address these issues that kind of are still lingering, it's going to be this joy. This is like something you don't even know how close you are. This is a really good card. It is like something that is sudden. It's like striking you. And it happens when you finally clear, and this is clarity. She's organized at home, maybe clean your closets, clean your fridge. I always say this to my clients. And it kind of gives you that space for thinking. And when you have this space, then you have ability to kind of absorb things. Because I work all the time, but for this job, for tarot, you always have to think really deeper messages and with other things. And I always learn from my clients when they give me feedback on my reading. It's like, wow, yes, I can see it that way as well. So this is when the messages are coming, when you do have that space, that chalice. You are that chalice, right? Chalice is the Holy Grail. So you guys are able to kind of like collect this cup. So just, this is telling you to clean it. I don't know, are you planning to go somewhere? I don't know, some kind of like travel might have issues. You have the issues, or maybe it can be postponed, delayed, deterred. Not so sure. Is this relating to the past or to the future? And as far as this boredom, yeah, let past be in past. This is your card again. It's coming out. If there are still things that you're sad about, putting your head in the sand is not the solution. Just guys, bravely go to the new frontiers. You are kind of getting this unexpected joy at the end, and you deserve it. But just remember how you're going to get there. You're going to get there by being regimented, by kind of like really organizing your life, your processes, your things. And by avoiding it, it's going to create turbulent situations instead of kind of like pushing you kind of like out of it. So don't go away yet. I actually have one more thing. I don't know if you guys did get my annual Scorpio, which kind of is awesome, but it's giving you actually also segments of your life, and in which kind of sector you have to pay attention and to what. It's going to give you homework, because homework is literally giving you shortcuts what you need to do in order kind of like to get to the best you can. But in the meantime, Scorpio, let's get to one card for a preview for 2018. Scorpio 2018. Scorpio 2018. This one wants to jump, and it says a leg up. Oh my gosh, what a lovely encouraging card. 34. And this is what it says. You've come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all the areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid so freshly given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. And relationship message. Relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It is important to recognize that you need others as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak about your needs, and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust. You will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask, and it is given. So in the light of the reading and how you're entering to this phase, Scorpio, it sounds to me there are issues that are still in your chalice that are murking the waters. You need to decide, do you want this clean, refreshing water, or do you want this gunk? And if you don't want this gunk, if you had enough of that same old and tiring and painful in your case, you need to get rid of it. You need to close the door. And it looks like when you close the door and organize yourself and put yourself on the next path, you're getting this wonderful message and leg up. And this is like what you deserve, and this is where you should be going. So look at the star. It's coming to you. So my dear Scorpio, you have been really big admirers of my site. And really, I really want to thank you in a big way for that. Your comments have been very refreshing, even though some of them I had to come and scorn you, but that goes both ways. And so I really want to thank you one more time for being here for me, and I really hope we are going to have many, many more years ahead. And especially a shout out to all of you who actually did your homework. I'm really impressed that you guys are willing to take that kind of like distance and do that. Many thanks to everybody one more time. I wish you all the best during these holidays. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Love you guys.